Today's topic is about purchase transactions, and there are three things we are going to discuss about this purchase. One, raising purchase orders, receiving materials, and accounting purchase transactions. Especially the trading organizations, suppose if they buy and sell the materials, suppose they have a huge demand for the products, they may not get the product as soon as they reach the market. So better they raise purchase orders, they get the materials, and they meet the customer expectations. In such cases, now I am going to help you how to record purchase orders, and from purchase order, how you are going to track the goods received and purchase bills received, and even if the bills and goods are not received, how you are going to track it and how you are going to see the outstanding report. Kind of information we are going to discuss today. And next thing is additional cost of purchase. Some organizations will purchase the goods first, later they'll buy some more materials or they make some changes on the material. So this causes the change of cost for the particular stock item. So this must be accounted for the each and every stock item, otherwise your stock summary will show the cost price differently and you will not be able to identify the exact purchase price or exact cost of a product, which ends with the loss to the organization. So now I am going to teach you how to account the additional cost which is incurred on the purchases. You may incur the additional cost along with the purchase. That will not be a problem because that will be updated on the purchase bill. So you can post the transaction when you are recording the purchase entries. But when you buy something apart from your purchase, okay, there is a possibility you will be buying some materials and later you will be doing some packing work for the particular material. So the packing charges should be added to the particular product's cost. So this I am going to teach you, and also how to read the purchase trend dashboard. There is a dashboard in TallyPrime. So every Tally user were expecting the dashboard from Tally. Of course, all the reports are available by default. Even though the proprietor's business owner's expectation is to see the dashboard so that they can easily understand if it is available with the data and graphical presentation that is available in TallyPrime. Today I'll discuss about the purchase trend dashboard. Okay, these are the three topics we are going to discuss. Now, in that, the first case is purchase vouchers, purchase orders. Okay, see, in Tally, we have a different type of voucher types. One is accounting voucher. It's nothing but your sales, purchase, contra, payment, receipt, debit note, credit note. What happens is, if you use the accounting voucher, sometimes your accounting records as well as your inventory records will be affected. For example, if you use payment, receipt, contra, your accounting records will be affected. Suppose if you use purchase, sales, debit note, credit note, your stock report also will be affected. That means when you are working with the integration of accounts and inventory, these voucher types will help you to update your accounts and inventory records. This is one area. Another area is the inventory vouchers, purely inventory vouchers. That means if you record the transactions using such vouchers, your accounting books will not be affected. For example, delivery note, receipt note, stock journal, physical stock. So these voucher types helps you to account your inventory related transactions. It will not affect your books of accounts. Say for example, now I am delivering some goods to my customer. I am not raising the sales bill. I am just delivering the goods with the DC, delivery challan. Okay, in Tally it is called delivery note. So if you are passing delivery note entry, I am sure the accounting books will not be affected. Okay, it will not affect the sales ledger, it will not affect the customer ledger. Okay, it will not affect your P&L, it will not affect any of your reports, but it will affect only stock summary. I mean, if you are using the inventory vouchers. Accounting voucher is different. Inventory voucher, it's purely an inventory voucher. It will affect only your inventory records, not your accounting books. Apart from that, we have payroll vouchers. You know very well about it. Attendance, payroll calculations are the payroll voucher types we have in Tally. And apart from all these three voucher types, we have order vouchers. Okay, interestingly, order voucher is something related to the inventory transaction, but it will neither affect your accounting books nor affect your inventory books. Say for example, now I'm raising purchase order to a supplier. That means I need a material. I'm just passing some information to the supplier that I'm recording in my books of accounts. That's all. It's not going to affect my inventory books also. Just because I'm raising a purchase order, it doesn't mean that I'm receiving the material from my supplier. I'm just creating an acknowledgement for the for passing the purchase order to my supplier. That's all. So it will not affect my inventory books also. So that is what is purchase order. That is an acknowledgement for raising the order to my supplier. Okay, we are creating some evidence that we have raised some orders. So in this corporate environment, we have to get materials after raising the purchase orders only. Earlier stages, we call the supplier or we meet the supplier and collect the materials. Nowadays, everything is systemized. We need an acknowledgement for the future references. So we raise the purchase order. The copy of purchase order will be shared to your supplier either through WhatsApp or through email or PDF, courier copy, whatever it is. Okay, but it should be accounted in your books of accounts. It helps us to track it in future. Okay, so there is a possibility you may get the materials excess also. You would have raised order for 100 numbers. Suppose the supplier is sending 200 numbers. It's nothing but a waste of money. It's going to affect your working capital. You have not expected 200 materials. You have raised order only for 100. So we have to create an acknowledgement. This also helps to create a reorder kind of a reports. Okay, so especially the manufacturing units are getting benefits out of these features. And number two, receipt notes. Once the order is raised, now your supplier is sending the material. There is a possibility your supplier may send the material with bill or without bill. Okay, you take some of the factories, they have a setup. They raise the orders and they get the material from the supplier with GRN, with DC. That means the supplier will be sending DC in your books of accounts, it is goods receipt note. Okay, GRN or receipt note kind of an entry you are going to pass it. After that, you will be checking the materials. If you are happy on the materials quality, quantity, etc., then you can give an instruction to the supplier to raise invoice. That means you are not liable to pay any amount unless and until your supplier is raising an invoice. The second step is accounting through GRN. That means you are receiving the material against the orders. So Tally is going to help you to account this transaction without affecting your books of accounts. That means I am receiving the material, I am not going to make payment to my supplier. Only after getting the purchase bill from my supplier, I am liable to pay amount against this receipt of material. It is just an acknowledgement. In future, when you are getting the bill, so you can track it like against the GRN you are receiving the material. I'll teach you how to account GRN against the PO, and purchases is an acknowledgement for the receipt of goods. Only if you receive the bill from your supplier, then you are liable to pay. There is a high possibility you may not get the bills from your supplier. Supplier may ask for money. Now you can say like I have not received the purchase bill. This helps you to track the goods receipt but bills not received, because when only if you account your purchase transaction, then only your expenses will go up. I have seen so many companies. Okay, so at the time of finalization, I can find huge profit for the company. Later we find that the missing purchase bills. Even we make payment to them and we receive the material from them, we don't get the bills. So this kind of a transactions will help you to identify the goods received but bills not received. So you cannot leave as it is, because you are going to make the money. However, at any cost you are going to make the money in future. But if you don't receive the purchase bill, it's nothing but the loss for you, because your expenses will be less and your profit will be more and your income tax will be more. Also, this is illegal to the point of GST. Okay, so better you get the purchase bill. If you are not getting the purchase bill, Tally will help you to identify the missing purchase bills also. And we are going to discuss about additional cost of purchase, that is any cost related to the particular purchase. You can easily account the purchase transaction, and later if you spend some amount, you will be accounting it through journal or through payment vouchers. That is not the problem. But if material cost is 1000 and you are spending 15 rupees for the particular stock item, okay, so it should be added with your particular stock item, then your material price should be 1015 rupees. Okay, it's not 1000, it is 1015 rupees. So assume that you are fixing the sale price as 1050, it's nothing but 35 rupees profit. Okay, so your report should say that you have a 35 rupees profit on a particular stock item instead of 50 rupees profit. So now I am going to teach you how to add a cost on the particular stock item, that is if it is incurred after the purchase. Let me open a Tally file. I've taken an example company, Anil and Associates, right? First I'm going to teach you how to account purchase order and how to track purchase order at the delivery goods receipt note, and how to track goods receipt note at the purchase vouchers, right? Now purchase voucher is available by default. For example, if you go to vouchers, there is a F9 function key to get purchase voucher. Okay, this is your purchase voucher type. It is available in the right hand toolbar also. You can refer your right hand side toolbar. F9 is the purchase voucher type. It is available by default. You don't need to activate your purchase voucher type, but you have to enable the order voucher and goods receipt note. That is receipt note voucher. You have to enable it. Enabling the order voucher and receipt note is very easy. Earlier we had everything at the F11 feature. Okay, so orders and also your goods receipt situations. Okay, so there is a order processing voucher option. We are not going to enable this. As I said earlier, everything was in the F11 feature. Now we have everything in the voucher type itself. Okay, for example, you go to alter voucher type, you can find list of voucher types. These are all the activated voucher types. If you have not activated, it will be available on the inactive voucher type. So you can click and you can get the inactive voucher. Just before I have activated purchase order, just refer, it is purchase order. Okay, and also you can activate receipt note. See, if you want the particular voucher types, for example, this is the inactive voucher type. If you want it, for example, attendance, just enter. You can see the inactive voucher type. Okay, there is a difference between the active and inactive. See, refer the screen. Contra is the active voucher type and attendance is the inactive voucher type. Okay, so you can see the difference. It is not highlighted. Contra is highlighted. If you want the attendance voucher, just enter. Now it will raise a question. Okay, it will give you the reason of using this particular voucher type. That means you are going to enable the payroll features. If it is enabled now, then that's all. This particular voucher type will be enabled. Okay, now you can see the difference. Attendance is enabled. Similarly, if you want job work in order, job work in out order, also you can enable. Now I have already enabled purchase voucher type, purchase order voucher type, purchase order voucher type and goods receipt note voucher type. Right? So now you can get it from your vouchers. To be honest, in the ERP 9 you had accounting voucher, inventory voucher separately, but in the Prime there is no separate voucher types. Only vouchers is the area from which you are going to record all the transactions. Now I am in the payment voucher type. If you want purchase, you can directly go to the purchase, and the related voucher types are hidden on the navigation button. Next to purchase, you can find a small navigation button. Just click on that. There's a small navigation button. Just click on it. You can find the voucher types. Okay, purchase orders, purchase. So you have to enable it. Okay, go to other vouchers. You can see the enabled vouchers alone. Okay, if you want, you can click on inactive and you can enable. For example, now I am enabling the purchase order voucher type. Control plus F9. It is enabled. Similarly, there is one more voucher type related to purchase, that is called receipt note voucher. Okay, go to other vouchers, then select show inactive and you can activate the receipt note voucher type, alt F9. Okay, so otherwise, for example, I am in the F5 payment voucher. If you want orders, you can click on to the control F9, receipt note, alt F9 and simply F9 for the purchase. So related voucher types are aligned on the same line. F9, alt F9 and control F9. That's all, right? Now let's start with the purchase order. That means I'm going to raise some order from my supplier. So I'm just changing the date. You can give some reference for your wish. Just mention email dated 30 May, something, whatever you would like to mention, you can mention. For example, I'm just raising the purchase order through, suppose, Raghava Enterprises, a cashier supplier. I'm just raising purchase order. Okay, I'm going to show you how it is affecting your books of account. The order number, you can mention anything or you can mention as per your wish. Okay, name of the item, for example, I'll just select cashew. That means I'm raising an order to the supplier Raghava Enterprises, so to purchase the cashews. First thing is, the date of purchase order is 1st of June. Okay, but when you want the materials, there will be some communication within your supplier. Okay, you will be saying like 15 days I want the material, or within 17th of June you want the material as per the agreed terms. Okay, so you can mention the due date. Then you will be expecting a material on 17th June. If you don't receive the material on 17th June also, Tally can guide you to get the material. That means a list of outstanding so and so date will be available. Okay, so these are all playing a vital role in the manufacturing organizations. Okay, so there is a case you will be raising order, and depend on the product you will be having a manufacturing production scheduling, but if you don't get the materials at right time you will be facing huge problem. Okay, so to avoid all those situations, everything should be accounted properly. So now I'm raising purchase order, so to get the cashews from the supplier Raghava Enterprises. So I need the materials on 17th of June, right? So this is how you are going to raise the purchase order. Once the order is raised, related reports will be enabled. For example, I'll get into display mode reports. You can see the inventory books and statement of inventory. There are two type of reports. Just remember, basically you'll be having inventory books for the basic reports. Okay, it's nothing but the report related to the stock item and the voucher type related transactions. For example, stock item report, godown report, batch report, stock group summary, stock category summary, whatever the voucher types is enabled, whatever the inventory voucher types are enabled, that register will be available. Say for example, now we have enabled purchase order book. You'll be having a purchase order book, month-wise purchase order entries. That's all, nothing apart from that. Okay, just click and get into the particular transaction. It looks similar to your day book, but day book contains every transaction. Suppose if you want to scrutinize some transactions related to your purchase order, then you can get into the purchase order register. You can see all the purchase order transactions. Okay, I have only one or two transactions, so it is easy to see it. But if you have multiple transactions on the particular voucher type, it is not that much easy to verify it. So better you get into the respective voucher type register, like purchase order register, receipt note register, stock register, stock transfer journal register, physical stock register, and you can see the list of transactions entered using the particular voucher type, right? This is the basic report about the inventory. So every time in every session I'm insisting you, because most of the students are asking a question like in the display we have account books and statement of inventory. Similarly, we have inventory books and statement of inventory. Most of the time I'm confusing. So no need to get confused. Inventory books has basic reports, but statement of inventory has the advanced reports. For example, the related inventory related advanced reports you can find it from statement of inventory, right? So you can find the purchase order outstanding. We have raised an order, but the material is yet to be received. This report has multiple types. Group wise you can see, category wise you can see, item wise you can see, and also party wise also you can refer. For example, I have raised some orders with the supplier Raghava Enterprises. I can select the Raghava Enterprises and I can see list of items I have raised with them. Okay, again press enter, you can find the due date informations also. Okay, the date when we raise the order, and the references, supplier name, quantity, rate, and what is the expected delivery date. Everything you can find it in the single page. Okay, I have only one transaction, so it is easy to refer it. If you have multiple transactions, it helps you to refer the particular transaction. See, it looks similar to your outstanding report. Okay, party wise outstanding report like bill number, reference number, and the value of the bill in the beginning and balance amount. Everything matches with your outstanding report, customer or supplier outstanding report. Now it is 1st of June dated, so it says the due is on 17th June. For example, I am referring the report on 20th June. So Tally will easily help you to track the overdues. Refer the second line, it is overdue. First line is due, second line is overdue. So it is overdue. That means you would have received the material on 17th June, but it is yet to be received. 3 days passed. So this kind of advanced reports also you can generate from Tally, right? Now, even you can track with the items also. Cash units from which supplier I have to get it. Earlier I have showed the supplier from whom we have to get the materials. Now the item that's supposed to be received from which supplier. Okay, this is a report, because you may raise orders from different suppliers. So every supplier outstanding will be available on a single page. Okay, So now when you are receiving the materials, for example, you are receiving the material, you are not going to account it on the purchase because you are not received the purchase bill. You receive the material alone. Okay, now you can use the receipt note. Industries call it as GRN, goods receipt note. Okay, GRN, it is a receipt note. Okay, assume that I am receiving the material on 15th June. Now I am going to track it. For example, select the supplier name. As soon as I select the supplier name, Tally will help me to identify the list of orders we have raised to the particular supplier. We may be raising multiple orders to a particular supplier. Okay, we have only one in this example, but you may be raising multiple orders. All the orders will be available here. When the supplier also, when he is sending the material to us, he will be referring the particular order. Okay, probably the last one. Okay, so the email date, the first one, email dated 30th May, date of order, you can simply accept it. As soon as we accept it, Tally will display the stock item, rate, quantity, everything as it is from your order books. Just accept the supplementary detail screen. So you can find the list of stock items we have raised in the order, and the rate, quantity, everything will be available. That's all. Simply you can select it, right? Now this is the main area. You should not miss this area. Yes, we are receiving the material only. That means we have our accounting the receipt note. We have not received the purchase bill. Now Tally is going to track the purchase bill in future. For example, I can say tracking number 1. That means my DC number, receipt note number 1. Okay, I have received the material, but bills are yet to be received. I'm just simply accounting it. See, of course, here I am selecting the ledger purchase, but my books of accounts will not get affected. Only the stock summary will be affected. Okay, so this is the 15th June transaction. If you want, you can check your purchase transaction from your P&L for the 15th June. See, there is no transaction dated 15th June. Though we have selected the ledger purchase, it will not affect the books of accounts. Okay, but it will affect your stock summary. For example, cash units, June month, we received the material. Just refer the line. We received the material, but we have not received the purchase bills. This is the highlight. Okay, you will see the wow experience here. Because we received the material, but we have not received the bills. Okay, just see the other transactions. In the other transactions will show the purchase voucher type information, but in this transaction we received the material, quantity is updated, okay, but not the purchase voucher. That means just to receive the material but not receive the purchase bill. Even your P&L report at the time of finalization, this feature will be very much useful. Even the P&L report, you can see purchase bills to come, purchases, purchase bills to come. Okay, that means we have this purchase value will not be affecting your purchase ledger. Purchase bills to come. Just enter, you can find the details of goods received but bills not received. Right? Escape. I'm just coming out. Now, when you are receiving the bills from your supplier, assume that on 15th July, I'm receiving bill from my supplier. I'll record the purchase entry, selecting the party. Now Tally is going to help you to track the particular GRN. That means we are not buying the material now. Already we received the material against which we are receiving the invoices, purchase bills. Okay. So simply select the receipt note number as 1. That means for this purchase entry, we have received the material already. If you don't select the tracking number, this is nothing but a tracking number. If you don't select the tracking number, then your inventory will be accounted once again. That is wrong. Okay, we have already received the materials. Now we are accounting the bill against the delivery number 1. Okay, so everything will be updated automatically. Whatever the quantities we have mentioned at the receipt notes will come automatically. Accept. Just accept. So it is clear that we have received the bill. For example, there is a possibility we have received the material 1500 kg Now we are receiving the bill for 1600 kg. Okay, there is a possibility. Okay, or we are receiving the bill for 1400 kg. We received the material 1500 kg, but the bills are received only for 1400 kg. There is a possibility we would have updated them to not to raise bill for 100 numbers, maybe a damaged product or whatever it is. Okay, now you can refer the report. That means still something is missing, right? Just refer, still something is missing. That's why it says purchase bills are pending. Just refer your P&L report that shows only for 55,000 worth you have not received the bill. Earlier it was 1500 kg into 550, so it was 8,50,000 around. Now we received a bill for 1400 kg, only for 100 kgs into 550 rupees we have not received the purchase bills, right? So this is how Tally is going to help you to track from your purchase order to the GRN and from GRN to your purchase bills. If there is anything missing or outstanding, it will show you with the reports, right? If you are using the purchase order, there are a lot of benefits. Even you can have the reorder reports also. Okay, that helps you to identify the order process. Okay, so this is one area I thought of discussing today. Number two, we are going to discuss about the additional cost of purchase. Okay, assume that I have purchased some cashews. Now my stock summary shows the exact cost of the cashews. Per kg is 550 rupees. Okay, now I'm spending some amount. Now assume that my cost shows 550 rupees. That means per kg is 550 rupees. Okay, suppose I'm spending some expenditure, okay, for the packing of cashews. Assume that I'm doing a packing charges rupees 10 per kg. Okay, so I have purchased 1500 kgs into 10. That means 15,000 rupees, and I paid cash of rupees 15,000. That's all. In the month of July, I've spent 15,000. You can refer it from your P&L. Okay. Yes, there is an additional expenditure. Sorry, there is a packing charges of 15,000 in the month of July. I agree with that. It is added on your P&L. But the question here is, I would like to update my cost price of cashew. Now onwards, my cashew price should be 560 instead of 550. Let us check the stock summary. Stock summary shows 550 rupees, but we have spent 10 rupees additionally. It is coming to your P&L. But you would like to have it. Of course, that is also correct. You are going to update it in the cost. It's affecting your profit. That is correct. Okay, it is accounted as an expenditure. That's not at all a mistake. But what you would like to have is you want to check the cost price of a product. Okay, because based on this only we take a decision to fix the selling price. Okay, so now 550, if you feel that you want to get a profit of 50, there is a possibility you will fix 600 as your selling price, but you'll be ending up with the profit of 40 only, because per kg of cashew we are spending 10 rupees as the packing charges, right? So your stock summary also should get updated. So for this purpose, I'm going to enable a feature called batches, because I would like to update. This is enable batches, because I would like to update a cost for a particular batch of purchase. Then when you are creating a stock item, for example, I've created some stock items. For example, Wakefit Safari Mesh chair. So assume that I'm buying this chair. Okay. So when I'm buying this chair, the chair price is 10,000. But later I'm doing some packing. So 1,000 rupees I'm spending additionally. That means 11,000 should be the cost price. For that purpose, just I've created an item with a measurement, and you have to enable maintenance batches. See, the batches option is having multiple purpose, but in this scenario, I'm using this batches for the additional costs for tracking. Otherwise, the medicine manufacturing companies, chemicals company, or the food product companies can use these batches to track the manufacturing and additional manufacturing date and expiry date enablement purpose. But here I am tracking the batches for the additional cost tracking purpose. Assume that I am going to buy this material. I'll have all this example on the 1st of August dated. I'm just passing a purchase entry. I'm buying the material from other one enterprises. I'm not following orders receipt note process. I'm just buying Wakefit. That material name is Wakefit Safari Mesh Chart. See, even you can see here, you no need to use tracking numbers. That's why Tally is not giving any option. It says use not applicable. Use not applicable. Okay, but I have to fix some batch name. Assume that I'm just fixing a batch AUG 2024 first batch item. Okay, now I'm buying the quantity of 100 at the rate of 10,000 each. Okay, as I understand this scenario, I'm buying chairs for rupees 10,000 each. Okay, after buying this chair, that means I'm not going to spend additional cost through Adavan. Assume that after buying this chair for 10,000 each, I'm going to spend some 100 rupees for packing charges or 200 rupees for painting charges or polishing charges, etc. That means I'm buying some material, I'm doing some value addition. So this 100 plus 200 should be added with the cost of the product. Okay, the cost of the product should become 10,300 instead of 10,000. So this is the scenario. Just I'm accepting this transaction. It's just a purchase entry. Now you can see your stock summary that shows the cost of the price as 10,000, right? 100 numbers, 10,000 each we have purchased. Assume that now I'm making some payment towards the packing charges. When you're creating a packing ledger, just refer the ledger packing charges. When you're creating it, it can be under direct expenses, even it can be under purchase account also. Since it is the cost related to the purchases, you can group it under purchase account. Additionally, you refer the other masters, you refer the more details, control I, then you can enable inventory values are affected. Usually we don't enable the inventory values of affected for the other than purchase and sales ledger. For purchase, sales, purchase returns and sales returns, you can enable this option. But we are enabling packing charges, inventory values are affected. Similarly, I'll create one more ledger called polishing charges for your easy understanding. Under direct expenses, control I, enable inventory values are affected. That's all. Just accept it. Now I'm making payment of packing charges on 10th of August. Once again, I'll refer you the stock summary. Stock summary shows the cost prices 10,000. Now I'll make some payment on 10th August towards the packing charges. Okay. Now you should select the stock item and don't select the orders, just select the batch. Okay, that means for the batch items August 2024-001, 100 items we have purchased. For that item we are spending the cost additionally. Quantity not required. So now I am spending 10,000 rupees. That means 100 products, 10,000 rupees. That means each product is 100 rupees. Again, I am repeating. Just select the stock item, select the batch, and don't select the quantity and rate. Finally, select your value. That's all. Accept it. Just select it, and you can make the payment entry as usual. And again on 15th of August, I'm spending for polishing charges, and again for the Wakefit Safari Mesh chairs, select the particular batch, don't select the quantity, select the price. That means now we have spent 30,000 rupees additionally towards the polishing and packing of the stock item Wakefit Mesh chairs. Select stock summary. Now you can find the cost price as 10,300 instead of 10,000. See, as usual, just select, you can find the details of the particular stock item. When we are buying, the cost was 10,000. Later, when we are doing the packing charges, it is 10,100. After we do the polishing, the stock material price has become 10,300. Right? The simple logic here is whatever the cost spent additionally for the particular stock item can be tracked. Okay, see, as usual, you refer your P&L, your packing charges and polishing charges will be available there. Apart from that, it is added. It is nothing but integration of accounts and inventory. Okay, there is one more advanced feature in F11 feature. After you enable the inventory option, Tally will raise a question whether you are integrating your accounts and inventory. Yes, we are integrating. Our packing charges is integrated to our particular stock items. For that reason, we are enabling the batches also. Okay, assume that now I am selling the product. I'm just selling the product, chairs, right? Now I'm selecting the product of August batch, 100 quantity, I'm selling it for 11,000. Now Tally will help you to identify the cost, identify the selling price, identify the profit out of the particular sales. Okay, let us refer it from your stock summary. Once the goods are sold, it will not be available in the stock summary, but you can still have it. Press F12 and mention inwards yes, outwards yes. That means it will show you the list of stock items which were purchased and sold. 1 minute. So additionally, I have enabled the items with the 0 quantity also, because we purchased 100, we sold 100, right? Then Tally will show you the purchase price and the selling price. Just press enter, you can see the details inside. Inward 100 numbers, cost is 10,300. You know very well 10,000 is the actual purchase price, 100 rupees is the packing charges, 200 rupees is the polishing charges. So the cost price is 10,300 each, the selling price is 11,000 each. That means we have a profit of 700. Suppose if your management, your proprietor, your boss wants to see how much is the profit of particular stock item, it is very easy. Sometimes we refer the P&L to see the overall organization profit. Okay, but the question here is your decision makers, probably your MD boss wants to see how much is the profit out of the particular stock item, right? There is an amazing option. Just refer the right side toolbars. You can find F7 show profit. That means it will show you the profit of your particular transaction. So you gained a profit of 70,000. That is 6.36% of profit. Okay. Suppose if you don't fix the 300 rupees with a particular stock item, then you will end up with the wrong information, right? That is the idea of my session today. You should be able to identify the cost price of every product, which helps you to identify the profit contribution for the overall organization. So now you can easily identify this product is contributing 6.36%. If you want, I can show you the difference. For example, let me delete the 2 payment transactions, or if you don't account it to the particular stock item. For example, I will not select the stock items. I'll account the packing charges, polishing charges without selecting the stock item. That means the cost is incurred, but it is not tracked to the stock summary. Your cost is available on the P&L as it is, but at the stock summary, the particular stock items cost is not updated. So you will get the wrong information about your costings. It will say that 10,000 rupees is the cost and 11,000 rupees is the selling price. And if you press F7, it will show 1 lakh is the profit. That means 1,000 rupees is the profit of the particular item. That means 9.09%. It is wrong. Okay, because it is not a cost price. Additionally, you are spending packing charges and polishing charges, right? So this is how you are going to track your additional cost of purchase, and you can see the final topic, that is the dashboard. See, TallyPrime has dashboard. Okay, so you can refer your sales trend, purchase trend, cash inflow, outflow, trading details, asset liabilities, and your receivables and payables. You can raise a question, sir, it is already there in the balance sheet, P&L. Yes, it is there. Okay, those who know the basics of accounts can refer the balance sheet, P&L, and they can take some inputs for the decision making. But if they are not aware of accounting knowledge, okay, then also they can refer the dashboard and then easily refer the informations for quick decisions, because this report is available with data as well as the graphical presentation. Just refer the sales trend. It shows the month-wise sales. Okay, month-wise sales. August month how much sales has happened, April month how much sales has happened, and the graphical presentation also. If you want the graphs, the graph format, or if you want it in the bar diagrams, you can change it, you can customize it, right? See, it is very easy than referring your P&L. Just see the sales trend, just see the purchase trend. Let us talk about purchases. So this report shows when we are buying. April, May is a peak month, June there is no purchase, July there is a small purchase, August also there is no there is a purchase. Compared to July, August purchase is more, but compared to May, August purchase is less, and September month there is no purchase. And October, November, December, January, February, March also there is no purchase. So this is how we are going to refer the dashboard. Okay, this dashboard can be customized. Just refer the right hand side, and you can click the dashboard will be available in the orange color pattern. We call it as tile: sales trend tile, purchase trend tile, receivables and payables tile, assets liabilities tile, a stock group tile, bank and cash account tile. See, no need to get into the balance sheet or cash book, bank book to see the cash and bank balance. Directly from the screen you can, right? There is a space in which you can add additional tile also. Something is missing in this report, you want to see some other report, you can fix some tile here. Or if you feel this tile is not required, you don't want to see the assets and liabilities, just you can remove this tile. Just click, and right hand side you can find Alt D, remove the tile. That means you are just removing the tile from this screen. It doesn't mean that it is deleted permanently from Tally. You are just removing from this screen because you don't want to see it now. Okay, so similarly you can see the other reports also, purchase trend, sales trend, like that. And if you want to change the view, you can change the view vertical. This is a vertical, right? This you can refer the purchase trend. Or if you want to change the trend to horizontal, you can change it to horizontal. This is horizontal. This is our purchase trend report, and you can expand this tile. For example, just click on the purchase trend, refer the right hand side toolbar, Alt V, expand tile, and this tile is available. You can see it in the expanded mode. Again, you can configure. We have some more configuration. You know very well the settings, screen level settings is happening through the F12 configuration, but here it is just configure tile. C, Alt C. Now you can say I want the report in monthly with graphics, with the data, and the data alone, or graph, or data and graph, and finally whether you want it in a bar or a graph diagram. If you want it in bar, you can make it in the bar also. Now you have the purchase trend. The trend is with the month and values. So April month we purchased 6,50,000, May month we purchased for 13,75,000. Okay, total purchase 37,95,000. And month wise also we have the tile, sorry, we have the graph. Okay, you can refer the, or you can have it as a line diagram instead of bar diagram. So ups and downs you can easily refer when you are using the graph diagram, right? So this is how we are going to refer any of the reports, right? So I'll come out of it. You can have these styles, you can see the reports. Okay, if you want, you can configure. If you want, you can remove. If you want to add some more tile, suppose something is available here, trading is available, accounting ratio is available. If you want, you can add some more tile which is not available. You want to see the top purchases. Okay, you can have top ledgers, top purchase orders outstanding, sales order outstanding, something related to purchase. See, you can have top purchase order outstanding. Okay, you can have the tile here additionally. So this is how you are going to refer your dashboard which is related to the purchase trend, right? So I just want to give some additional information about this session. So if you want, you can customize your invoices. Tally invoices are so professional. You can just take a printout in A4 or A5 pages, papers, and you can give it to your customers. But still, if you feel the design or your company logo, your color pattern, or some of the fields for your requirements to be changed, you can change it. Okay, we'll help you to change it. We call it as a TDL, Tally Definition Language, through which you can customize your invoice. Most of them are thinking that nothing can be changed in Tally, it's a fixed format. Not so. Your reports, your invoices, everything can be customized. Okay, initially you can do it by yourself through F12 configuration. Still, if you have some more thing to customize, you can customize. We'll help you to customize your invoices and reports, and even you can fix your seal and signature on your invoices. Earlier we used to take a printout, put seal and signature, and we send it to courier or we do handovers, but nowadays everything is happening through online. Still, some companies downloading the invoices, taking printouts, and they are putting seal and signature. Then they are again scanning it and sending to the customers through WhatsApp or email. It's not required. You can fix your seal and signature in Tally, and you can generate PDF invoices, and you can send directly to your customers from Tally itself instead of creating an email and attaching the file. There are multiple options available. You can share the invoices through WhatsApp, and you can share it through email also. So we will help you to fix it. So get in touch with us for all these requirements. So we have an additional service called tallyhr.com. So we are the platform for the accountants and the business owners. If the business owner feels they need a qualified accountant, skilled accountant, they can get in touch with us. Similarly, if you are an accountant, if you are searching for an accounting job, just get in touch with us, and you can reach us through www.tallyhr.com. We are the platform for the accountants and the business owners. And there is one more additional information, that is those who are using Tally ERP9. If your friends are the business owners circle, they are using Tally ERP9, this is the right time to shift into TallyPrime. Okay, so Tally ERP9 is the outdated version. TallyPrime is last 3 years we are using TallyPrime, because TallyPrime is all additional advanced features. Even GST returns you can file directly from TallyPrime, not the Tally ERP9. So better you use the latest versions, that is TallyPrime. Now it is available at the discounted price. If you are a licensed user of Tally ERP9, just pay 2,250 plus 18% GST. So you can upgrade your system to TallyPrime. So it is better to use the latest editions, latest versions, latest releases, so that you can enjoy all the advanced features. Okay, for your TSS renewal, this is the last chance. After 6th March, you may not get proper support if you are using Tally ERP9. So you can get in touch with us through info@tally.com or 98490-33736. Thank you very much for your participation, and we are getting feedback from all the participants to have webinars in Tamil and Telugu language, because in this session participants are from Tamil Nadu as well as from Andhra and Telangana. So that's the reason we are conducting in English. Now we are getting a feedback to conduct it in vernacular languages. So what we decided is, there are two changes from 1st of March onwards. One, we are going to conduct the session, you know very well, every time we conduct the session on Tuesday and Thursdays. Now we are changing the pattern. On Tuesday it's going to be for beginners, and Thursday it is for the seniors. Similarly, on Tuesday the session is divided into two. First session is 4 to 4:30 for Tamil language, and second session starts at 4:45 to 5:30 for the Telugu viewers. Okay, so for your easy understanding, it is going to be in bilingual. If it is Tamil, it doesn't mean that I will be teaching only in Tamil and English. And if it is in Telugu, it will be like Telugu and English. It's a bilingual session, right? So thank you very much for participation. We want your participation. The ultimate objective of conducting this webinar is very simple. We want all the Tally users to use all the Tally features. 100% features enabled means you'll be getting all the works easily, and you'll be getting all the reports easily for the quick decision making. That is what is very, very important, right? So no accountant is afford to say that I'm accurate, but I'll be very slow. No, right? So you have to use all the features of Tally so that you can work fast. Accuracy is not only the character of accountants, speed is also very much important. Okay, so you can use all the Tally features. That is the objective of conducting this session for the knowledge enhancements of the accountants as well as for the business owners. So the session March month calendar is here. Just keep your appointments availability for the particular schedules. I want you to help your friends and business owners community if they are into the accounting environment. Just share this webinar information to them also. But it is very clear, on every week Tuesday and Thursday will be available in the webinar room. Thank you very much.